Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play series in Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile. We are playing the Northern Warhost, still with Zalg the Despoiler here. It's been a minute since my last episode, and I can't remember exactly what I did in my last episode, and unfortunately in between episodes, um, when I looked at the recording, when I started recording, I realized I had no sound. So I killed the recording and restarted the recording. You haven't missed much in between the last episode and from where you see us here. Basically, these provinces have a rebellion, and I managed to raise my armies and joined the rebellion. But that's about as far as we got. I think there's a gap of about 2 or 3 months in between episodes, which is about the time it takes to raise the army to begin with. So not a major difference. We're gonna carry on in this episode. We have some rebellion about to pop off in the Gondorian countryside, which we should see fire soon. But other than that, we don't really have a lot going on. Um, we're gonna probably try to take Rohan this episode, or maybe Lamedan. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do. Basically, we need to continue expanding into this direction, and we were also colonizing in Moria. Um, this just needs development. This is still building, building, building. Okay, so just to check, my sound is working this time around. So let's unpause here, and we're gonna get rid of these rebellions. I would like to do some legends to basically finish converting the provinces faster. However, I cannot because I don't have 3 holy sites, and this is the only one I have available. But what we can do is we can go to our court chronicler and we can try searching for legends. Um, we also have a court musician. We don't need to bolster legitimacy, and none of these would add anything to that. We could use another bodyguard. Let's look at aptitude. Uh, my acclaimed knight should do, but my great grandson would probably be better because he likes me more. Other than that, I don't particularly care about a court poet right now. And the seneschal is not really needed. So this looks good. We're just gonna continue beating down these rebellions. We're probably gonna wait for the next rebellion to fire, just so we can calm things down. I will find my answers in the heavens. So there we go, we've calmed those rebellions down. In terms of traditions, we're still working on the legions of Gundabad, and we have a while until we get great siege engines. Although we have finished with the standing armies. Let's have a look. Yeah, the armies are maxed out. We can still recruit one more men at arms, but I'm gonna keep this for if and when we manage to serve the Balrog. So let's unpause and wait for the massive rebellion to fire. How long is it gonna be? At any time. Oh, there you go. So, oh wow. Yeah, that's a pretty big rebellion. Let's raise our army here. Yeah, that's fine. You can have a hook on me. Who can be sponsored and why? You want to go to Ithilien. 620 go, it's fine. I'm still not gonna spend 1300 on that bow. But yeah, as you can see, it takes a while to raise the military, and the reason for it is because we're far away from we don't need the siege towers, but we're far away from the capital. Basically, is what's happening here. Let's send you north. I said let's send you north. Can we not? Okay. Let's send you north. Thank you. And let's send you west. But yeah, I started my recording, and when I looked at it, the sound wasn't working. So I killed the recording. Um, we're gonna heal the horse, that's fine. Now we're gonna increase your reading, dear wife. Bring me something unique, please. And you need to get in here. And let's find someone she can marry, preferably within 10 years. Inheritable and in my dynasty, and you need a genius. That will do. Can we intercept this, or yeah, we can. That's another army gone. Let's intercept that one. Right, so where are you gonna come now? Yeah, give me renown, thank you. That's quite a bit of renown I just got off of him. So there we go. That's now done. Let's enforce these demands. Galadriel is sending me more poetry. That's okay, Galadriel. We're gonna deal with you soon enough. I'm gonna pay to subsidize this. What is happening in these colonies? Right, okay. And how is the Balrog? The Balrog is heading more towards Dormant, and you are joined in what rebellion? In his rebellion. Yeah, you're kind of far away from that. We could raise our troops there as well, just to put down these rebellions. And there's not a lot going on here. We can raise it real quick. Who did we capture? Let's see. Right, so you can be executed. We're not gonna eat you though, and you can be executed as well. Just so we calm the population down. Let's raise our troops real quick. We're gonna try and yeah, we're gonna heal him ourselves. Right, we can grab Defender of the Faith, however, we're at 49 there. I'm not gonna grab Defender of the Faith quite yet. We're still training with our champion, so we're gonna let that happen. Once we get another point, I'm gonna drop it all the way in Theologian, so we're gonna sit on that point for a bit. Yeah, we'll split this equally. This is in the Forgotten Chamber. And you're gonna fight for higher quality. Forgotten Chamber is this one. We can start building it now. That will do. We don't need to raise anymore. Let's join your stuff. We have a marriage that can be done. Whoa. Well, that's a nice axe. So we just got the legendary Axe of Tuor, son of Huor, of the House of Hador. If you don't know what that is, basically, if you don't know who Tuor was, let's have a look. I think this would be the easiest way to find it. If we look at the title history. So we just found his axe. We found Elrond's grandfather's axe, basically. So that's interesting. Tuor is alive because his doom has been sundered by Eru himself. He is now in Valinor, somewhere here. I can't even see it. Really? Here. He's somewhere in here, basically. We can never reach him. He's gonna live forever, essentially. Is what's happening there. So we just found his axe, which we can't use because we're an orc, but we can sit on it. That's fine. From him, it passed to Elros Tar Miniatur. So basically, it passed to Elrond's brother, who founded the line of kings that would give Aragorn and Isildur. So feel free to pause and read that description if you really want to. Right, so, Key, what are you doing, Key? You're at war with Mordor and a bunch of other people. We could attack towards Key instead of Rohan. Let's have a look at our colony first. You still need development, that's fine. Can we declare war on you? Not holy war. We could declare holy war on his vassals though, and basically start to make our way towards Key and then attack Key. How are we with rebellions? Our situation is fine there. Let's attack. Let's start to head towards Key. We're gonna declare war on him, and we're gonna declare war on him. We'll do that. We're gonna raise our troops here. Because we need to start to weaken Key. Because they're way too strong, basically. Key is involved in this. No, we're not gonna play together, that's fine. Key is involved in this because it's their vassals. That's okay. Yeah, we're not gonna wait 3 months. That's not happening. Let's intercept this army. You're gonna catch it, yeah. And let's see if we can intercept them as well. The idea here is to get close to Key so that we can attack. Who shall we get you involved with? A genius would do fine. Speaking of, I can't remember who was the one that had male children. It wasn't you. I think if we go down this line, yeah, down this line is what we need to go towards. So, who are you married to? You're good. It's getting difficult to keep track of who is marrying to whom. Yeah, that's fine. We'll try and quickly siege this. Oh, lonely towns. Let's have a look at our colonies here. Whole of 1,000 pillars. You can upgrade. You're still working on that. And you're just about done. There we go. So we can now found the delving. We're gonna give this to you. Is this not the delving? It is. So can I give this to you? Thank you. We're going to develop this one. And we're now going to expand in here. So we're now colonizing Durin's Hall. I don't think it changes name, but that's basically where we're going to move our capital. For several reasons. One is we need to be involved in the Balrog's conflict to be able to have a chat with the Balrog. And second, we're gonna be closer to the conflict areas, which means we're gonna be able to raise our armies a bit quicker. Dangerous faction, let's see. The Gondorians are up in arms again. We're gonna need to finish these conflicts quickly. And we have another adventurer, let's see. Yeah, you can go. You can go to the Orc lands of Gundabad. You want to forge Regalia for 220, we'll accept that, that's fine. So let's see if he's gonna bring us anything good from Gundabad. Yeah, the dynasty modifier is what we want, because we can give that to other members of the dynasty. And we also have a court event. Yeah, sure, I'd like a cat. Shadow is fine. Bring me something unique, please. How is your fighting skill? Not great. Can we give you a weapon? That's not gonna do anything for you. This'll do. There you go. You need someone who's a genius. You know what? Just marry him. Just to reinforce those bloodlines a little bit. Forgotten Chamber is done. It needs more development. What is this debuff? Marauding Orc Dregs. We are orcs. I'm not sure why we have that debuff. And I'm not gonna look too hard into it right this very second. Let's get in here. We captured... This is actually quite good. Yeah, we'll equip this. We'll repair the other ones. But I'm gonna unequip this for now because it's giving us prowess, and we don't want to have that much prowess, so that we can leech some prowess from our champion. Come on, get in here faster, please. Are you speeding up our armies? You are. We are banking dynasty renown. You need... Oh wow. We just developed a pure-blooded child. Well, that's nice. The pure-blooded mechanics slow down inbreeding, but it is a physical trait that can be inherited, but it doesn't quite work the same way as as the rest of them. Basically, this has a higher chance to appear the more inbred you are. That's the whole point. So if you have multiple common ancestors, this has a higher chance to appear. It can be transferred to the main family if we marry him into the main family, but odds are it's just gonna disappear again because he's not gonna be, their children are not gonna be as inbred. We could marry you to whom? To him. And you have a sister. He will do. I'm not particularly fussed about the pure-blooded mechanic in this playthrough. There is a faction you can play with inbreeding if you prefer to. Bustling colony, Hall of 1,000 pillars. Right, okay. It does have some advantages to maintain a pure-blooded family because it means you can keep a lot of the good traits in the family branch. But your religion needs to allow that to begin with. So in this one, consanguinity is a close kin has close kin taboo. So our religion doesn't allow it, and I don't think it's such a major loss, to be honest. You know what? Instead of going there, how about you siege this so we're done with the conflict in the south? And we'll head back towards the north after that, because we're sitting at 98%, and we might as well finalize that. It's taking a long time for the armies to march over these distances, which is annoying, but it is what it is. And we're losing score for the conflict with the other duchy. So there's that one done. Now we're gonna march you in the north. That's a rebellion there. Right, I'm gonna need to pause and find people to give these to. So give me a moment and I'll be right back. So there we go. I gave away this to this gentleman here. I can't exactly take the duchy, so he's gonna be stuck with that. One territory went to this duchy because it was de jure theirs. And we still need to give away this one, which we're going to give to him. We're gonna steal this duchy. So we're gonna give him the entire duchy of Starlutza. I wouldn't normally be fussed about controlling these territories in the south, but because Key has grown to such a threat, we need to do something about it. He still needs to hold this territory. We're gonna deal with that later though. For now, let's continue our march in the north. And there is Key. Let's intercept this army actually, before it does way too much damage. No guts, no glory. Yeah, we'll do that. This war with Key should distract them from the war with Mordor and a bunch of other ones. We need to destabilize Key as much as possible, basically. 37,000. Oh my. Can you not catch him? We cannot seem to catch him, which is a problem. Come on. Get him. So what did you bring me? Nothing fabulous, just a random dagger. Okay. So Key has brought 40,000 here and it's starting to siege my guys' territories. I don't think I can intercept it in time. Please don't die. You want the city of Glorbin. That's fine. We can extort subjects. Let's do that. Will take a lot. Have we found any more legend seeds? No. That is obnoxious. So there we go. That's the war done. Which means we have prisoners to get rid of. We'll ransom everyone we can, and we need a new chancellor, who's going to be our old chancellor, basically. Let's have a look at our colonies. This just needs a bit more development, and this is gonna be done in a second. Yeah, we're gonna destroy this. And we have a marriage going on. Let's accept that. And I'm gonna need to find someone to give all of this to. So I'll be right back. So there we go. We found someone to give it to. I've already stolen the duchy. Before I'll give it to him, let's replace this with an orc camp. Orc barracks, I should say. And we'll give him the entire duchy. So now we have that duchy going for us, and we should be able to make the kingdom. And for that matter, we don't have enough to make the empire title. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens with this ransoming thing. We have regalia that gives renown, so let's give this to someone who doesn't have a lot of renown. You have regalia. You do not. Let's give you that. That will do. We need to get rid of more prisoners, so let's hook them out. Let's have a look at the rebellion problem. So they're too weak to send one. So if we look now at key and we declare war, we can declare war for kingdoms. We should probably go for one of the bigger ones. Lurmsakun would probably be the best choice here. Because we would have access to Pezar's son, and then I think their natural borders. So that would close their natural borders here. And it would give us access to the Dune Sea as well. So we could start carving chunks of it in the west. It could be worth it. We could also take this and these away. Interesting. This is part of the dynasty it's the princely house of Dol Amroth, basically. Can we attack you? We cannot attack you. But we can attack these two. Or we could go for Rohan. This might be worth it. Let me pause for a second. Yeah, so I think we're gonna attack Rohan here. We're gonna declare for the Kingdom of the Riddermark and get rid of this entire threat, and that's gonna bring our lands into continuity, basically. So we're gonna declare this war. We're gonna raise our military here. Somewhere. This should do. I expect the Reunited Kingdom is gonna join in. Yep. We're not gonna wait 12 months. Give me just the siege towers, please. This should be enough to win this, but we'll see. We do have enough points now. We're gonna stop training with the champion. You can improve your skills, that's fine. And we can equip something better. This will do. I like the levy reinforcement rate, it's massive. How is the development here? We're getting there. Yeah, show him in. So we're gonna try and remove Rohan from our borders forever, basically. Oh, we have Dunland in the mix now. We're also being raided by the Witch King, which is funny to see. Let's head south, because their armies are in the south, and ideally we want to intercept them. We're gonna skip a province, I think. So let's see. How are you gonna break this army apart? Let's try and get in here. Can you catch Dunland? Yes, yes you can. The moment of truth, I suppose. Let's see if we can catch the army and win. We can. You can go away. So we just won that battle, you can siege this now. need to marry him. What did we find here? An ancient plaque. We can now equip this item as well, because we're not going to be fussed by that. Why are you our prisoner? He's of good faith. Okay, dude. Just convert. He's probably gonna get killed if he returns to the court. They've only sieged down one territory, so we should be able to just siege and capture all of this. And then we're probably going to take Dunland. Let's try to quickly capture that. And I think this is gonna be victory here. We can enforce our demands. There we have it. We have the Kingdom of Rohan, basically. I'm gonna have to destroy some items here. That will do. Now I'm gonna need to give all of this away, basically. So I'll see you in a second. So there we are. I've given some away. We're gonna give a few more, but first we need to marry him to someone who's genius and strong. This will do. And we're gonna give you... We're gonna demand your conversion. Come on. There we go. We're gonna give him this title here. Can we command... No, we cannot. Okay. Can we grant you this one here? You won't accept conversion, but that's okay for now. We need to steal some duchies, so... Well, actually we can create this one. It did change icon, which was nice to see. Let's swap this building here. And we'll give him the entire duchy. And we'll do the same here. Let's see if this one switches icon. It does not. We'll swap this for Orc Barracks. And we're gonna give him the entire duchy as well. He can't hold all of it, but that's okay. We have this duchy to create. Let's see if it switches. It does not. Let's wait a minute. Let's build the barracks first. I've already messed up in the sense that I gave away one of the I gave away the capital of Rohan instead of giving a sub-county. Let's give you the entire duchy as well. We can steal this duchy. War Camp of Paluran. I think that changed names. I assume we cannot... No, we cannot do anything with the duchy building, which is annoying. But there you go, you can have that one. More orc barracks, please, and you can have the entire thing. In here, it would be nice if we would be able to keep Helm's Deep because it gives a stationed heavy cavalry bonus to damage and toughness. But we just don't have the capacity to hold any more lands, and we have issues with vassals and so on. So maybe we'll take this at some point in the future, but right now that's not an emergency. Let's steal this duchy as well. And we're gonna give him the entire duchy, and hopefully he hates us less. To the point where he will accept conversion. Now convert, please. And we'll steal this duchy away. It did change icons, not that it really matters. I forgot to swap your building, haven't I? I have. Excellent. Good job. Let's swap this building though. We're gonna give them the duchy, if I can find it. And now we have a problem with how many vassals we have, so we need to give away some more kingdoms. The only problem being I don't think we have the empire titles to do so. How many vassals are we over by? By 6. That's quite a number. Let's give away Dale at this point. We're missing councillors, that's fine though. And let's give you Dorwinian. I'm not sure why some counties broke away from us. We're gonna have to have a look at this. Because he should be my vassal technically. Do you hold the entire duchy? You do not. So he should accept vassalage. We might as well make you a king as well. So that solved our vassalage problem. How are we for development here? This can be finalized. We'll give him the county. And we can expand towards the barony of the East Hall and move development here. We gave away the Talperian Chalice because it goes with the kingdom title. And you have high partition law. Interesting. Right, how are we for time? We still have a bit of time. I assume we're gonna have some rebellion issues. The Gondorian ones are still too weak. We can try to attack. You're still fighting and you're winning against Mordor, but we can use that time to attack for some more. We could attack you for the entire kingdom of Lamedon. But I think I'd rather take Pinath Gelin while they're still independent. So let's Let's attack for Penarth instead. We'll raise our military, say, here. We can create the Kingdom of Anfalas, the Kingdom of Lothlorien, and that changed to Erin Gorgor. Well, that's nice to see. And we can have the Kingdom of Moria as well, which changes to the Overlordship of Moria. Celebdil, Amon Lang. Right, we're not gonna create those duchies. We can usurp the Kingdom of the Riddermark, but we won't. And our daughter needs to get married. She has no particular traits. So let's marry you outside the dynasty matrilineally. Amazonian will do. We can demand payments from 500 people. That's just insane. Right, so this is a spider event from one of the holdings in Moria. You may join my workers, that will be fine. Let's clear this out now. How are you here? You need to build up. So we have another dangerous faction, once independence. These will be throughout Gondor as well. But now we have the holy site, don't we? So let's have a look at the legends. You need to directly hold a minimum of 3 holy sites. And do we not hold them? Like, what is going on? We have Durin's Hall. Yeah, we do. We have 3 holy sites. Maybe it needs to be a delving. Well, we'll see. Right, you've summoned what I wanted you to summon. You can stop now. Let's take away the special soldiers. And you can come in here. We'll see how fastly we can win against them. Right, we need to intercept this army before it does more damage than it's worth. Did you accept the vassalage offer? You have. I'm not sure how they became independent, but whatever. Come on, get in here and unsiege that, please. Thank you. And get in here and intercept these armies. Did I just see? Yeah, so we just became legendary. It is nice to see that, considering we started with almost nothing. Siege, please. Once we take Penarth, I think we're gonna try and attack the Reunited Kingdom. or the rest of the duchies around here. We'll see. The cat interrupted quality time with the wife, apparently. We can also try to get inside the White Mountains at this point. Those are being held by dwarves. Let's try and siege this capital. Apparently that's gonna take some time. You can get married. Ah, hold on. We're looking outside the dynasty. You can get married with her. Let me have a look. We're gonna keep going in this tree. We want to get Hall of Body, so we keep him alive for as long as possible, because he's a conqueror. So that's the capital done. We're gonna have to join against this rebellion, I think. The reason I wanted to go for Pinath Gelen is because if we take this kingdom away, they're no longer bordering the United Kingdom, so they can't absorb them anymore. Because they're gonna be too far apart. We've gained a bunch of court artifacts. Let's destroy all of these useless furs. We'll repair the useful ones. I'm gonna have to give away those furs in between episodes. We do have the main issues. Let's join this rebellion real quick, because I don't think we're gonna go much further this episode. We're getting close to the hour mark, so basically I'm just gonna put down this rebellion. I'm gonna go over the territory and I'm gonna give it away to people. Tunnelers Guild. What is this? Yeah, okay. I get it. Do we have rebellions anywhere else? Yeah, but that's a different kind of rebellion. Well, it doesn't look like it's anything massive. You're absorbing duchies from other kingdoms. I won't let you do that quite yet. But we'll intercept that later. Come on. Bustling colony in Durin's Hall. Come on. Finalize that conflict, please. It's at 100%. Thank you. Let's ransom people. We'll disband the army. I think I'm gonna stop here for now. basically what I'm gonna do in between episodes is I'm gonna find someone to give. I'm gonna go through this entire territory. I'm gonna find people to give it to. I'm gonna check to see if anything is still tribal, although I don't think so, not by the looks of it. Because some of the territories here do start tribal, but I think they're all feudalized now. Um, I'm gonna find people to give this away to, and I'm gonna start giving away some of those furs so we don't have to see them every time. We're probably gonna clear the White Mountains of dwarves, because there's dwarves all over the place. Oh, not quite. We have a pure-blooded fat one here, apparently. And of course, none of his children. Oh no, we do have a daughter who's pure-blooded as well. Um, Titles can be usurped. I'm not gonna take the kingdom one. I will probably take the duchies though. But anyway, I'm gonna stop here. Please throw me a comment, like, and subscribe. Next episode, we're probably gonna continue to take stuff in Moria, so we expel all independent vassals. Maybe we'll even take the foundations of stone. We'll see. But effectively, next episode, I'm gonna try and colonize more out of Moria, so we can try and have a chat with the Balrog soon. Other than that, we'll probably need to start looking at taking the duchies from South Rivanion that don't belong to them. And we do need to keep an eye on Key, because apparently they're winning against Mordor. We might have to, first thing, we might have to start a war against them. But because we took Pinath Gelin, we're gonna have yet more rebellions. Here. This is going to be strong enough, I think. We'll see how that behaves. Can we start a legend yet? Yes, yes we can. We can start a legend, which means we'll be able to proselytize for the faith as soon as we finalize that legend. Because this is looking a bit like a mess. But we'll be able to address some of that, and hopefully that will take away some of these rebellions. On that note, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.